Hey there guys, this will be my last video for today because I'm starting to get really uncomfortable with my back. But today we shall be taking a look at, which it's been out quite a while now. I mean, I should have done this video a long time ago, but it's the Innokin Endura T22 complete vaping system. So as always, we shall go down to the local build camp and we'll take a closer look at the Innokin Endura T22. Okay, here we are. This is the Innokin Endura. Tough box. This one's in blue. At the back you have the Innokin scratch and check. Once you go onto Innokin's website, you type in that code, it will tell you if you have a genuine article. This device is a regulated 14 watts device at 2000 milliamp with a 1.5 ohm coiling. Yep, said it right there. This is all the description you need to know if you're a new vapor. And what we'll do is we'll slide this out of the box when it decides to come out. Come on, there we go. And there we have it. Bit of a quick start guide there for all you new vapors out there. How to use the device, how to refit the coils, unscrew the bottom, removing the drip tip, also filling it as well, which is relatively easy because it is a top fill tank. Inside here there is nothing because I've taken it all out. But what you get in there is a very thorough instruction manual. You get the USB charger as well to charge it up, and a couple of Innokin stickers should you wish to plant them either all over your car or wherever. So let's get the device out and the tank. Get rid of that. Now first of all we'll look at the tank. There we go. You can very easily see the juice on the inside of this tank. It has a removable drip tip, and there's the 510 connection on the bottom of your coil. Now refilling this is just a case of twisting the top cap off and then pouring the e-liquid down at the side of this coil. Trying not to get any liquid down the center of the coil, because that will just flood the coil out and cause the annoying dreaded gargling sound. There we go. Now hopefully if I show you how to take this coil out, I'm not going to drop e-liquid everywhere. Yep, we should be fine. Replacing the coil is you remove the bottom of the tank like so. There is your coil. All you actually mainly do, I don't want to risk it, is this coil actually removable. You just take the coil out like that and then push the coil back in and then screw the bottom of the tank back on. And I've just made a very bad schoolboy error. As you probably have noticed, I've just broken the vacuum seal, which has led to e-liquid coming all out of the tank. Oh dear. This is really rehearsed well, innit? Yeah. Idiot. Is there enough liquid in there for a review? Yeah, should be alright. Now, put that to one side and we'll look at the device itself. So, what we'll do, I'll get my tweezers out so we can have a bit of a gander. Wrong side. What? There we go. Okie dokie. Here is the Endura itself. There is your micro USB charger. There is your fire button. Now that might go red actually. Oh, it's flashing green. Flashing is there to tell you that there is no atomizer or tank screwed onto the 510. There is a traffic light system on this fire button. Green, a solid green light will tell you your battery is charged. a solid amber light tells you that, yeah, you've got power in your battery, but you might want to think about charging it pretty soon. And a red light is basically telling you your battery's dead, you can't use it. Although it does have pass-through. You can vape this device while it's charging, which is a bit of a send. See your marks on the bottom. This doesn't have a replacement 18650 cell. It is basically your standard integrated, I think it's a lithium ion battery. Doesn't say, I'm pretty sure it is. There is your 510 connection with this sort of swirl design for the air. It's a pretty deep throw on the 510, but the 510 pen is spring mounted. Not by much, but it is spring mounted. Stainless steel construction, same as the tank. The interior of the tank is Pyrex. Yep. Now, the coil itself, actually, we'll go back up to the main cam and we'll go through a discussion on the coil. Okay, a bit about the Endura coils. This is a rather big stock coil. I mean, you've got juice holes all the way up to the top because it is a top wicking coil. Basically what you have, excuse me, is the coil sits right at the top of the coil chamber, almost directly underneath the 510 drip tip. You have cotton coming out of either side going all the way down the coil, and it's also wrapped on the inside of the coil itself. This means you should pretty stay clear of vaping this when you've got liquid like that right near the bottom, because with this being a top firing coil, you have got a more, shall we say, increased risk of getting a dry hit. However, most people vape like that, you know. Ooh, minty. So basically, when you are vaping, if you are low, I mean, the e-liquid is going to run through the channels to the top channel and to the coil itself. So you are still going to get vapor production from this, but it's advisable if it gets below halfway to sort of maybe think about refilling the tank again, just to avoid that dry hit. But it does, I mean, it is a mouth to lung starter kit. I mean, you could not, well, if you want to do a direct lung on this, you can, but it's a tight draw. And if you think it's too tight and you then go, you're basically just going to end up drinking the liquid instead of vaping it, because you're basically just going to suck it out the tank. But it is a brilliant little mouth to lung tank. I mean, it's a starter kit, but what better starter kit to have? I mean, in little funky blue. I think these do come in different colours. There's blue, there's black, I think there's a stainless steel one as well, I'm not too sure. But for the new vapor, the new starter out there, I mean, I had nothing like this when I was a new starter. I mean, I had unlocked Ego batteries and Cladomizers. I mean, you're vaping in style, you know, when you get one of these. The Innokin Endura T22 is basically the bigger brother of the Innokin Endura T18, which is more of the traditional sort of stick battery tank combination, but it still has the same tank. This is, I don't know, it's not, could you call this a box mod? Maybe, it could qualify for a box mod. We can call it the box mod equivalent, the upgrade. For people that are thinking, nah, I don't really want something that looks like a pen. Yeah, go for something like this. I mean, you won't be disappointed. Charging time, from flat to fully charged, I believe it took two hours, I think. It's within the 2 hour bracket anyway, we'll say that. It does well. I mean, the battery life will last you a day. if you're just sort of vaping every now and again, I mean, I use this to and from work, and the battery life can last me 2 or 3 days when driving to and from work. I mean, just take the odd sort of couple of puffs. I mean, like I said before, could you do a direct one? Let's have a try, shall we? Shall we? Yeah, why not? Go on then. It's Wednesday. Like, you know, not different today is really, but you can, but it's a very tight draw. And the harder you inhale on this, you are actually drawing liquid out through the 510 drip tip. So it's advisable just to keep it as your every now and again use of a mouth-to-lung tank. It's not really ideal as a direct lung, because you may as well just drink the liquid rather than vape it, really. But in size comparison, it is relatively quite small. I mean, we'll pop it side by side to the cuboid. There we go. I mean, size comparison, it's tiny. It's very, very lightweight. Now, pros and cons. Pros, it's cheap. I picked this up for about £40 when I bought it. The prices may have gone down on Innokin's website, or any other sort of online vendor you can go to may be selling this cheaper. It's a great little tank. I mean, it's a 4.5mm tank, which will happily hold a lot of juice. I mean, if when you're a new starter, I mean, you don't really start going through juice that much, it is going to last quite long. Charging time, it's about average for a LiPo battery. It's about average. I mean, it's lightweight. The traffic light system on the actual fire button itself is quite a good idea from Innokin. Basically telling you that your battery, get your words out, what condition your battery is in, whether it's fully charged, whether it needs charging, or whether it's just flat as a fart and you really do need to charge it. But you do have the added convenience of charging it and vaping it. It does have a pass-through, but I would stay clear of pass-through just to give that battery a really good charge. Apart from that, it is pretty good. It is locked at 14 watts. You could put another tank on this, should you wish to put another tank on this. If the coil will allow you to go right down as low as 14 watts, it should have no problems in firing it. I can't see why not. It does have the air feed, but is this tank bottom air fed? Yes, it is. It's alright. But yeah, it is a ooh, there goes the back again. Oh god, do this to myself really. But with the kit itself, you do get a replacement coil should that one get gunked up. They are not ideally used for replacing cotton. It's one of these stock coils where once it's used, throw it away and use another. It is really, really fiddly to re-wick these coils, so I would really steer clear of re-wicking it. Just use it once you start getting that that burnt, charred caramel taste. You know your coil's on its way out, so pop it out, chuck it away, prime your new coil, pop it in your tank, leave it for 5 minutes and continue vaping. Job done. It is so easy to use. It is perfect for the new vapor out there that is wanting to get into the vaping craze. Well, it's not exactly a craze, it's a way of life. Now, I must point out, a lot of vapors I know are concerned with certain things becoming hard to get when the TPD comes into effect in May. This year, I really can't see that being much of an impact as yet. Certain companies out there are producing tanks which are TPD compliant. We won't see a massive change until May of next year. Take for example the Cubis tank. The Cubis tank is 4mm. However, due to its design, you can only fill it halfway because the coil is actually placed in the top. That way it displaces the e-liquid. So you're actually getting 2 mils worth of e-liquid, which, according to regulations, is TPD compliant. But there'll be a lot more news on the TPD as and when covered. I mean, I shall be doing what I can. I think Joe McManus on My Vaping Place will be doing. You have your regular YouTube reviewers, Vaping with Vic, Fat Vapor, and London Vapor, which will be doing their TBC and normal live shows on Vapors TV. You have Gareth Whitty, you have Dave Dawn, who will be, well, generally will be posting information regarding the TPD when it comes closer to the time, and any new news which is already there. All these guys are on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm also on Facebook, Google+, and that's it for now in case anything else crops up. But from this review of the Innokin Endura T22, links in the description to Innokin's website. Yeah, overly pleased with that. It is a great little device to use. So from myself and the Innokin Endura, it's thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with me jiggling about on the last 3 videos I've done, as in finding it really hard to sort of stay still for that long because of the back problem. The council is outside now cleaning the road, which is just in the nick of time and I'm about to finish. And thank you for watching, and until the next video, which could be whenever, because I still haven't got a schedule ready for these videos. So it's a case of popping them up once I have done the written reviews for Vaping at vaping.com. Once I've done them, then those products will be put onto YouTube for a more in-depth review. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing, the ones that have subscribed. If you wish to subscribe, if you like these videos, and if the train wreck videos I did before these, please, please subscribe. You will be notified when I upload any new videos, and I will be hopefully uploading a lot more, and there won't be so much of a longer wait next time. But again, thank you very much, and I shall see you soon.